I am showing you the easiest way to paint some flowers on your dentalium earrings. I'm starting with a lighter color and brushing the paint in a round circular motion. Now I'm taking the slightly darker color and I'm applying it on the top left corner, which is going to be where my light is kind of hitting down on the flower. So I want to continue the circular motion until I see my petals, start forming, and just continue doing that until you are happy with the way the paint is laying. I want to note that this paint is all still wet, so it's a lot easier to blend and drag. So make sure to keep that in mind when you're doing these. Now I'm adding the darker tone. So basically I'm just layering on the colors from lightest to darkest in the same circular motion that I started with to give the blooming effect of the flower. And adding a couple of different lines here and there to add some petals throughout. Now I'm starting with an even lighter color, which is a super light tone, and I'm going to continue the same circular motion. I think by now you understand that these just require an easy circular motion with a round paintbrush, and you will get the really easy effect of making a blooming rose. Now I'm going to add the highlights over the rose where the light would be hitting the rose. As you can see, I still continue starting from the top and doing the circular motion that we did throughout the whole piece and adding those different pieces of light. I will continue doing this on all of the flowers until I like how it looks. And again, I just want you to know that you can keep going. Even if you feel like you mess up, just keep working it until you feel comfortable with how it looks. I'm just about done adding all of the highlights to the flowers, and I think I like how it looks. So let's move on to adding the tiny little leaves. For this step, I'm using a tiny brush that has like a very fine point at it, and I'm going to just drag the brush up to make the stems. Super light pressure. You don't need to add a lot of pressure, and you definitely don't need a lot of paint on your brush as it goes a long way, especially for these super tiny stems. Next, let's make some larger leaves. This is so easy to do. You just drag your brush on the left side and the right side till it forms like a leaf shape. You can make this as big or as small as you want to. Now I'm at a point to where I finished the look of the overall piece, but there's a lot of white area that I want to fill in. So I'm going to add a couple of different flowers in there just to fill in the spaces, but you can totally be done with this and call it good. And here is the final look. I might add a couple of little details later, but I like how it looks. Super easy. Let me know what you think. If you have any other questions, let me know, drop them in the comments, and I would be happy to help.